Welcome, welcome to another relaxing video. And yes, I'm here with with my game. Yes, so if you watched my previous video, or one of my previous videos where I made an announcement, and also I posted it on my Discord and on the community tab. So I've decided to go completely crazy, and as a hobby, because I'm a novice, just to try to develop a game. And so this is my first devlog. So the intention is also to document my progress, if there's any, with with some devlogs. This is the first, so yeah, I've done the bare minimum, I guess, but I'm an amateur, so I'm proud of what I've achieved so far, and it's actually what you see. So first of all, as you can see, is 2D, very retro 2D, old school, as old school it can be. And I already mentioned in my previous post, in my previous video, all the tiles and the assets you see have been actually borrowed by, borrowed from Project Utopia. That's an online MMORPG that is using these tiles, and it's been going on since the early 2000s. And I'll leave the link in the description if you want to check it out. So I've contacted them, and they kindly, very generously allowed me to use their assets. So what you can see is what they use, basically, in a much better way, I guess. But actually, this is that style that I wanted, and so it's actually perfect for me. And if you want to check their project, as I said, it's been going on since the early 2000s. It's an MMO, so yes, you can expect quests, crafting. There's PvP, there's dungeons to conquer, loot, mysteries, there's a player housing, pets, and they also have a permadeath server as well, so they're very sophisticated. Here I'm going to show just the basics, and as you can see, I've managed to kind of implement the movement, so I can move around, and one square at a time. So it's very old school. So it's north, south, east, west. So no diagonals, and you move one tile from one tile to another. So yeah, I like it like that. I wanted to do it with a precise idea. And I've also implemented obstacles. So basically, what you see. So I'm not really sure how to do the devlog. So I'll tell what I've done and how I've achieved it. How I've achieved it, I guess. Maybe not in too much detail, but substantially, there's a tile map that I've painted with the tiles, with the sprites, and then there are multiple layers. So you can have the ground, and then you have layers above the ground, so you can put the chairs and the tables, and maybe semi-transparent sprites as well. So you can see there's a sort of a lake, but there's half tile that it's grass, and half that is covering actually the full tile that it's water. So that kind of thing. And then so far actually I've been concentrating on movement and trying to make the world interactable in a sense. because one of the things that I want to have in this game is be able to interact with the environment in various ways. So not only get a quest, go out, kill stuff, but also explore, find secrets, and mysterious things that pop up. But you have to explore, you have to look around, you have to gather information about possible loot in the end. But maybe other things, I don't know. I would like to implement a questing system at some point, but yeah, that'll be for later. So, as I said, I wanted to concentrate on for the moment on the world and how you can interact with the world. And so I was trying to structure the code mainly to be able to manage different scenarios. So the easy ones, and of course you want to implement commands. So it's all by, commanded and controlled by the keyboard. You have the classic commands. So it's there's a look command with L. And you have your cursor and you point and you see the floor. Or you see a bar counter. Or you see a door. You see a wall. And so you have I've implemented a series of metadata. It's JSON files where you classify the data and you give them properties that can be used. So in this case, just a simple description. Just a simple description. But then, let me see, maybe it's here, it should be here. You see the floor, and you notice a loose tile. So, the idea is to overlay extra information, so either you get information from the basic tile, or maybe you overlay some extra information, because you want, in a specific map, a specific point, to give you a hint about something. And so then you can maybe perform an action. I haven't wired any actions so far. The only action that we can do is open a door. And we can close the door. And it's very simple. But still, it works. You see a tavern sign. You see an inn sign. So it's all very simple and kind of very basic, but I'm trying to have a structure where then each interactable, that's how I call them, might trigger something. So for example, here there's a fountain, and you can use the fountain. You sip from the fountain, and you heal 5 HP. And by the way, I haven't healed because this is just a text without any other connection to your health bar or anything. And now that I notice the HP is not there. There's a basic problem of ordering of the UI. I think it's covered by the background. Yeah, you have those things. And sometimes you spend more time, fixing those things than actually doing more complicated stuff. So the idea is to, have an object you can interact, and interact is just use. So I don't want to introduce more verbs, so it will be look, use, and talk. move, get for sure. So use could mean many things, of course. So this means that maybe an object could be used, or the use verb on an object might trigger different things. So then you'll get the option to choose which action you want to do. So maybe the fountain hides a button that opens a secret door. So if you use the fountain, you can still drink as one option, or push the button as another option. But that will trigger an open door or open secret passage somewhere. So I think what I've been working is literally wire, or rather create a structure that then allows me to wire those things. So I haven't got an example ready because it's not easy, but I think now I have all the things in place. I just have to have some time to set up a couple of things, and maybe I can show next time how I can have multiple uses in the fountain, and then I can push a button and then it opens a secret passage somewhere. Or other things that I was thinking, maybe you try to do something in the tavern and the tavern keeper doesn't like it, so that triggers a reaction from the tavern keeper. So I think I have the structure to do that, and then there could be many things. So I would like to introduce more interactability with the world. Ideally, different ways to attack, or you want to use the environment to cause mayhem and damage to your enemies, instead of just attacking and do damage, in the usual way. Of course, I want a spell system as well, having different kind of spells. Yeah, I want so many things, but I'm not sure how to do them yet, or I have ideas, but yeah, just wanted to show some basic things. Actually a couple of things that I've implemented. Open door, close door, move around, and sip from a fountain. And then we will see. You can close the door. I haven't got any animations for open and close door. It's just either it's there or not there. There's nothing fancy. If you want to submit or create some assets, let me know. I can give you the indication of how, and the characteristics of the tiles that I use. But so far that's it, actually. Very simple. So this will be, by the way, this is the tavern. So initially you start from here. This will be the start of of all your quests. You get a quest, and then you go out. You move out of the tavern, and then here I will have probably a trigger. You will leave the area and go where the quest takes you, where your heart takes you. So, but as I said, I want to have more than just a simple interaction with just a simple attack, parry, and that kind of stuff. You want I want to be able to do things and hide secrets here and there, and you have to look for ways to find those secrets. Maybe you hear a rumor, you get a hint somewhere to look for something, to for something, that kind of stuff. And ideally, maybe some could be scripted, some could be just random. So that's the basic idea. But well, so far the progress is minimal. But I hope you enjoy seeing at least something, and then let me know, what kind of content you want me to show exactly for these devlogs. Otherwise, I will just do an overview of what I've implemented and the systems that I was able to create. So yeah, see you next time for my next entry in the devlog. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my first ever devlog video. Let me know in the comments what you think. Please consider to like and subscribe. That would really help my channel. Also, I'd like to thank all my Ko-fi supporters, and if you want to support me as well, the link to my page is in the description. And until next time, take care and stay relaxed. Bye bye.